What's up, guys? So I told myself I was going to shoot a video before I got out of here today, and then I got all the way to my car, and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't put anything up. So I had a question asked for me a couple times the past couple weeks, and pretty much what the question is Jay, what are the 3 or 4 most important exercises I should be doing right now? Now, a lot of people who are just starting off and working out, they ask me this question, but I also get a lot of seasoned vets and seasoned pros asking me this question too, because everybody, especially today with all the different information that's available, you hear a million different things from a million different people. You should be doing this exercise. You should be doing this exercise. You should be doing this type of training. You should be doing that type of training. And there's just so much crap being circulated out there that unless you know how to cipher through it all, and you've been doing this for a while, it gets kind of confusing. So what are the top 3 or 4 exercises that, regardless of whether you're brand new to working out or you've been at this for a while and you're looking to take yourself to the next level but you're short on time, what are the 4 best exercises you should be doing right now to get you there? So I'm going to give them to you right now in my personal opinion, and we'll expand on them from there, right? You should be doing lat pull downs or some type of rowing, kettlebell clean and presses, squats, and some type of rotational movement training. Now, let's go through all those real quick. Lat pull downs. Your body is designed to be back chain dominant, meaning that a majority of the exercises and movements you go through, you'll be using your lats and your shoulder blades and your posterior chain to help stabilize you as you're going through all these motions. I don't care if it's a chest press, an overhead press, a walking lunge, anything, bicep curls, you're supposed to be using the back chain of your body. So by doing some kind of a pulling variation, a lat pull down, a cable seated row, if you don't have access to weight training machines right now, training with rubber bands is a great option for your pulling exercises, especially because a lot of these programs people are doing right now out of their homes, and especially if you're taking classes at a gym, a lot of times one of the exercises that most people's classes and programs are very deficient in is their pulling based exercises. So if there's one thing you should definitely add in, is some kind of pulling based exercises. And like I said, you can do them with, if you have access to cable pulling machines, they work great. Rubber bands, if you don't have that, a TRX suspension trainer or any kind of suspension trainer is awesome. Kettlebells, dumbbells, there's a million ways you can train your pulling exercise, but something from the seated position where you're pulling weight in towards you, or something from where you're pulling a weight above you down towards you, right? Second exercise you should be doing, kettlebell clean and presses. Now, same thing. If you don't have access to a kettlebell, you can do them with dumbbells. I really wouldn't recommend doing them with plates or anything like that, but definitely either a kettlebell or a dumbbell, some kind of clean and pressing motion. It's your pushing motions overhead. It's going to get you shifting your weight from side to side. A lot of core activation inside of there. So those two definitely right away, some kind of pulling based exercise, and then your kettlebell or your dumbbell clean and presses. Third exercise you should be doing, some type of squatting exercise. Now, squatting exercise as in like level changing. Now, the one thing I will tell you is, as far as your squatting exercises goes, you don't need a lot of weight for them. You really don't need any kind of weight at all whatsoever. The most important thing you should focus on with your squats is the positioning of your feet and the way your knees are moving and your body positioning, more so than the load right now. Most people who are doing their squats, their form is all kinds of screwed up. And instead of working through the back of the legs, like I think if I said, listen, I'm going to pay you $1 million, but I want you to tell me the top 3 exercises you should be doing for building the back of your legs, I think most people would say, well, shit, you do your squats, your deadlifts, and your lunges. But how many people actually feel those exercises in those spots? Most people, when they do their squats, because their body positioning is off, they feel it all in the quads and the lower back. So the biggest thing I can tell you to focus on is, number 1, right? Make sure your toes are slightly turned in, with your heels driving out and your knees driving out. You'll notice you'll be slightly pigeon-toed, but as long as you push the knees outwards while you're doing that, you're gonna load the muscles in a very unique way, and you'll feel a ton of the motion to the back of the legs. You won't even really have to put a lot of weight behind it, if anything else, and you won't even have to go that low. My personal recommendation for most people starting off, if you have a kettlebell, start with kettlebell goblet squats. The way it's gonna put your body in position, it's going to be more in alignment with the way your body wants to move. A lot less pressure on your lower back, a lot less pressure on your knees, and it'll give you everything you need. Great starting points. With a kettlebell or a dumbbell or a medicine ball, some kind of goblet squat. Exercise number 3, right? We mentioned the bodyweight squats, that's number 3. And the last but not least exercise, this one's a little more difficult, is rotational movement training. Now, this was going to kind of throw you off. We're going to have to probably do another video about this afterwards. But the human body is designed to move forward in a linear motion, right? But those forward motions that we try to move forward in a straight line, they happen because of rotational and diagonal motions that are created through the body through different variations of torque, right? Now, you look at most people's training programs, all the exercises we do are very straightforward and very straight-based. That's right. That's why rather than telling you, hey, I want you to do this specific rotational exercise or that specific rotational exercise, what I'm going to say to you is this. For right now, for the sake of simplicity, any exercise that involves some kind of rotational motion, like a medicine ball chop, rope training, for those of you guys who follow our videos, you know we follow the REC method, and a few other guys who use methods like the RMT clubs, the RMT ropes. Landmine training is a phenomenal one. I do a lot of variations with kettlebells where you put rotational training involved with that. There's a lot of ways that you can do it, but any kind of rotational exercise you can incorporate to your routine will be super crucial for, one, helping you move better, and at the same time, number two, if you're moving better, you'll be able to push yourself harder and you'll stay more pain-free. And if you stay pain-free and move better and push yourself harder while you're working out, you'll get better results. Those are my top 4 exercises. We'll go through again. Number 1, any kind of pulling-based motion like a seated row or an overhead lat pull down. Number 2, kettlebell clean and presses where you're taking the weight, you're changing levels with it, and you're putting it over your head. Number 3, some type of squat. Bodyweight squats are fine. Goblet squats are awesome. Barbell squats are still cool also, but not as necessary for a lot of people, right? And then number 4, last but not least, some kind of rotational movement training. Those are the 4 that I would start off with. If you need more help as far as how to do and what to do and how can you change them out with the equipment you have, either one, go back through my Facebook and Instagram profiles, look at some of the different videos and exercises we put up, or if you want to get help faster, shoot me a DM, drop me a comment in the comment section, reach out to me some way, shape, or form so we can maybe help you out and give you some guidance as far as that goes. Guys, I hope that helped you out. If there's a topic or a question you need help with that we haven't mentioned yet, just like I said before a couple seconds ago, drop me a DM, let me know so we can put out a video to help you out with it. Drink water, stay motivated. Don't take candy from strangers or clowns. Keep pushing hard. I'll see you in the next one.